Welcome back to the home team. There's a lot of work that goes into hosting an OFSAA tournament, but our cameras were there to see what goes on behind the scenes. Hosting an OFSAA tournament is a multi-year process, and for A.B. Lucas, it was one that started 3 years ago when Coach Chris Potter took the Vikings to OFSAA in Windsor.
Then I started thinking, well, I think we can do it here. So you have to go through administration first, just seek approval. The principal was on board. He said, yeah, that's great. So it's as simple as submitting an application. It's a 1 or 2 page application, and you send it off to OFSAA, and then you wait a couple months, and then you hear back, and they said yay or nay, and they said, yep, you're good to go.
Once the bid was approved, Potter asked Steph Grizel to co-convene and put together a planning committee, and the work began.
We have more than 100 volunteers between staff, students, volunteers in the community, which just trying to put those pieces together and figure out when they were going to be where was, I think, the biggest job for me. We also have to put together the schedule for the teams and make sure that there's the fairness piece involved, that they have an appropriate rest. We have to get through 2 rounds of basketball on the first day. So creating that schedule was pretty intense. All of that work was done before we even knew who was in the tournament.
The planning committee has been outstanding. Everybody's put so much time and effort and care and thought into everything that's been done. I'm fortunate that I get to coach the team that gets to play in it. So yeah, they've been absolutely outstanding, and Steph has been tremendous.
The games were not only hosted at Lucas, but also at Oak Ridge, so organization becomes even more important.
It's super important that we have one person in charge. Chris, of course, is coaching his team, so we have asked him to just coach his team. I'm kind of running back and forth between the 2 schools. So our biggest help here has been Patrick Barnett, who's the phys ed department head here, and then Mike Darling, who's the athletic director at Oak Ridge. And so they've kind of taken on the role of when I need to talk to somebody about what's happening, we're missing something, we need something, I just touch base with one of those guys, and they're able to make sure everything's under control.
Not only did the school rally around the bid, but the community stepped up to help make the tournament a success.
One of the things that you need to do when you host is you have to go out into the community and try and get backing, and the community here in London has been absolutely outstanding. Our sponsors are fantastic. I actually don't think anybody, whatever we asked of people, nobody said no. And if you look around today at the volunteers, they're not just students and they're not just teachers, but there's a lot of community involvement from people who maybe have some ties to Lucas or that just like basketball. And really we couldn't have asked for more from our local community. They've gone above and beyond any sort of expectations that we would have had. So they've been outstanding.
The Vikings are automatically into the tournament as hosts, but were able to win their way in and had high hopes coming into the tournament.
So part of the goal was to win the league and then win WASA and then to get here. So yeah, we 9-1 in the regular season, and I think overall coming into OFSAA we were 25-5. So very good team, and the girls have performed really well this entire season. The goal is to medal. So that's what we're shooting for.
Lucas was able to make it to a medal game, but lost to Richardson in the bronze medal game to finish 4th. As an added bonus, we have highlights from the gold medal game. The #1 ranked Cardinal Newman Cardinals from Stony Creek facing off against #2 ranked Westdale Warriors from Hamilton in the OFSAA AAA Girls Basketball Final. We pick it up in the second quarter with the Cardinals up 19-15. Katamina Mansoray drives, kicks it back to Renata Dujerovic, who puts up 2 of her team-high 14 points to give Cardinal Newman the 6-point lead. The Warriors respond. Heidi Nelson on the steal and lays it in, part of her game-high 17 points. But the Warriors trail 25-22 at halftime. In the third quarter, off the turnover, the ball is moved to Dujerovic, who lays it in for 2 of just 4 points that Cardinal Newman put up in the quarter. Westdale takes over, scoring 12 points in the third, including these 3 by Amy Stinson off the pass from Nelson. The Warriors lead 34-29 heading into the fourth quarter. After the Cardinals hit a free throw, they control this rebound and the outlet to Dujerovic, gives her the wide open layup to bring Cardinal Newman back within 2. Later in the quarter, still down 2, this bouncing shot finally falls for the Cardinals, and we have a tie game, 38-38. It's now 40-38 for the Warriors. The ball is worked around to Mansoret, who hits the 3 and gives the Cardinals their first lead of the 4th quarter. Off the inbound, Stinson hits another triple for the Warriors, and the game is again tied, now at 43, with just over 2 minutes remaining. Less than a minute now, the Cardinals are unable to hit the layup. Claire Sutherland Case grabs it for the Warriors and is fouled. She hits both free throws, put Westdale up 47-45. On the next possession, Mansoret drives and draws the foul, giving her 2 chances at the free throw line to tie the game up. She's only able to hit 1, so Cardinal Newman continues to trail. After Westdale hit a free throw to put them up 2 points, Mansoret again drives to the hoop. The ball bounces all around, but doesn't fall. Just 0.8 seconds remaining with the Warriors up 3. Last chance for the Cardinals. The ball was inbounded by Djerovic, who isn't able to hit the game-tying 3, and Westdale wins the OFSAA title for just the 2nd time in school history, with the first coming back in 1997. And that's all for this episode of The Home Team. I'm your host, Jeff Shaughnessy. If you have an interesting sports story you'd like to share with us, get in touch with us on Twitter, @HomeTeamRTV. Until next time, whether you're cheering from the stands or the couch, the Home Team has you covered.